afternoon to everyone. I think once again we had a very bad start. Fortunate not to concede very early from a break. I think we were very fortunate in that space. But we gathered ourselves, we came back stronger in the latter stages of the first half. Unfortunate with, I think, two incidences where Mudau was in very good positions, but unfortunate not to hit the target. Then second half we came back very strong. We tried to push them to get an equalizer, but unfortunately we were caught, I think, against the run of play with De Jong's cross and Mojela, whom probably the defenders could not see him because he was coming from outside the pitch, and they came back and scored. And that's when our job became very difficult. But I must also say that immediately after we considered, we had to make a lot of changes because we've been struggling with some of our probably key players in terms of performances. And it's very unfortunate because almost everybody played very well during pre-season. And you begin to wonder at this stage what's happening, but I think it's an area maybe that also needs us as a team to look at very closely, because it's two, if not three consecutive matches where we've had some very, what can I say, performances that were not really at the level that one would like them to be. And we have to look at ourselves and dust ourselves and move forward. But also give credit to Stellis. I think they had a very good game plan, and today their game plan was supposed to probably even give them more opportunities on the break, and they were supposed to be even stronger than what they were. But I think they also wanted to protect themselves. That's why they did not play Jugends as a fullback, and rather they played with three centre backs and with Tabo playing more as a right back, which meant they wanted to try and protect what they have and hopefully use the space behind the defense, which I think the rest defense was much better. We were not caught as much as we did the last time, but unfortunately we're still struggling to hit the back of the net.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take questions from the floor, just by a show of hands, please. I'll start here in front.
Coach. Coach, it's not dropping into my left, it's why. Do you think the tie was lost in the first leg where you didn't score a goal? I think you feel so.
To be honest, I wouldn't say so, but I think it played to the advantage of Stellenbosch because they are a counter-attacking team. They are strong on transitions, and if already they have got a goal and you have to come at them and open at the back, you could be caught. And we knew that we had to play a very patient game because they've also played a lot of matches in a very short space of time. And we also knew that the second half, maybe the legs can go, and we will try to capitalize on that. But we wanted to make sure that we try to get an early goal. And unfortunately, again, we had a very poor start. We only recovered probably after 20 minutes and tried to impose ourselves. But unfortunately, it was just not to be.
Question in front.
Coach, what sort of response are you looking to get from the players in the team? Obviously, the league and the Champions League starts next month. After you mentioned that, the performance from pre-season and what the team has dished out in the first three games has not been the same.
To be honest, I foresee an improvement from the match that we played with Stellenbosch midweek. But it's just that when it does not translate into goals, you always feel like it was very bad. But the truth is, if you look at the chances we created in both legs, the story could have been different. Though I must also give credit to Stellenbosch because I think in the first leg they were a little bit hungrier than us. We only came back strong in the latter stages of the match, where we could have salvaged something and probably even won the match. But I'm not panicking at this stage because I know sometimes with MTN8, all the years that I've been here in this club, I don't know what happens in beginning stages of the season. We always struggle sometimes, and at this stage it's worse because most of your key players are the ones that are not hitting the top gear, but we are hoping that we will still come back strong. I'm very happy with the substitutions that were made. I think Aubrey at left back really gave us something after Terence's injury. I also think Chapelo on the other side did very well. We had to go for speed at the back, and that's why we played Mutau as a centre back to try and say, even if it's a 1-against-1 at the back, let's try Kaungul and have more numbers in attack. And we created good situations. Kodisang came in and really gave a good account of himself. Lebu gave a good account of himself. Chapelo really, I think he did very well in the minutes that he had. And for me, I think it's not bleak, but it's just unfortunate because you don't want to bomb out of a cup in the manner that we did.
Someone Mngqithi, Nkunda Yilanga from SABC, Ukhuza FM. Mngqithi, ngibuza ngesiZulu. Mngqithi, before we find last day, ngangabuza umbuzo sendlela. Kulama games lawa esemadlalile, kune-reaction ethize esikhona kwibhola lase-South Africa. Abanye sebeze bathi mhlambe i-Sundowns may struggle this season and that can affect iBafana Bafana. Ungaphendula uthini laba ama-doubts ngawe ane-team yonke lesizini?
You know, what I can say, South Africa is a very interesting country. Let me just start there. It's a very interesting country because everybody else has got an opinion in anything. But it just does not start there. If you look at our country, sometimes the best information comes from the so-called illiterate. Because in the villages there, if you get an old man who can advise you, he will give you the best advice than probably somebody who is more literate. And the same country, sometimes when we struggle with traffic, we are helped by the street kids, because probably they've got more experience on what is happening on that particular road than even the traffic cops, because they know where does the traffic come from more, which is why they are able to help us. And sometimes you are helped by people who have failed in their life, because they come with very good opinions that help you and make you a better person. And they have failed to take care of their own lives, but if they talk probably about football, you will realize that there is always something to learn from. So the uniqueness of the country makes you to accept that everybody has got an opinion, and sometimes that opinion, regardless where it comes from, it may be the best opinion. So I don't think there is any train smash at Sundowns. It's only normal sometimes not to score. If you look at the games that we have played, all of them, you look at possession, you look at most of the numbers and the metrics in the game, they will tell you that these people are just a goal away from getting a result. But when you don't score your goals, and the chances that you got in front of goals, which means you've created a lot of chances. And if you look at the metrics and the numbers in the games that we have played against Stellenbosch in the past, and look at how many chances were we created against Stellenbosch before, you will be surprised that maybe now we are doing better than before. But we are not scoring as many chances. Against Polokwane, we had 24 shots at goals. We could not win that match. Then the person out there in the street with a mic, with a cell phone, with anything has got an opinion. And that opinion, I do not take it for granted. That's why humility sometimes will help you, because maybe you can learn. But sometimes when you're in a position of leadership, it's also important to move away from the crowd and focus on what can make a difference in your team.
Good question in front.